today I'm going to be teaching you how to survive Easter at a Lithuanian home. These are my objectives. You can read them. They're actually not on the handout, but I can email them out to everybody if you really want. So why am I choosing Lithuania? Both of my grandparents came from there during World War II. And Lithuanians are notorious for having like a strong sense of culture, and so they came from Lithuania, which is right here. Most people don't know where it is. Lots of people ask me if it's a religion. It's not. It's a country, and it's actually in Europe. So my grandparents came from over there. Lithuania used to have a pagan religion, so that means they used to have like lots of gods and stuff. So they would pray to the god of the skies and god of water. So that is a lot of the reason our traditions are the way that they are. So what do Lithuanian people do? We eat potatoes, and we eat potatoes in lots of different forms. We eat flat potatoes, big round potatoes with meat, small round potatoes with meat. We love basketball. Our big claim to fame is that in 2004, our Olympic team beat the United States. We didn't actually win, but for Lithuania, it's a big achievement. We like to drink, as you can see, and we like to sing songs. So if you want to click on that, if you can click on the picture, I think it should like to. So this is a YouTube video of some of the songs we sing. We actually do sing this kind of music. We sing it at dinner. We actually sing it when we're out to dinner. You can go to like 30 something. So like it's pretty embarrassing. All the women in the family will start singing this, especially like around 10 p.m. after Easter dinner. You'll hear a lot of this coming from my grandparents' house. This guy actually taught me how to sing at one of my Lithuanian camps I went to. This way. Okay, so you can go to the next slide. So I'm using my family as a traditional Lithuanian family. So at Easter, everybody is expected to come. It's our biggest holiday of the year. It's kind of like celebrating spring and the new year. So those are my grandparents, and then we have all my aunts and uncles. And then there's 16 grandkids, and then you have great aunts and uncles, second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins, our fake cousins. So there's all around 40 people that come to Easter every year. So this is an example of the Lithuanian hierarchy. My grandfather thinks he's at the top of the family, but if you want to click again, you'll see that the grandmother is actually the head of Lithuanian families. So I'm not apologizing for my slides. This isn't a mistake. Grandchildren actually do come above aunts and uncles in the Lithuanian hierarchy. Lithuanian grandmothers love their grandchildren as much as they love vodka and singing. So you're pretty high up there. Then there's aunts and uncles, and then the outsiders. We call them Amerikane, which is like Americans. So we'll have like boyfriends and girlfriends and friends come to Easter sometimes, and Baba doesn't really talk to them. We only speak Lithuanian when we're there, so it's an interesting experience for them. I try to warn them before they come. So you're probably wondering, like, these people seem pretty nice. What's the big deal? Why do I have to survive Easter? It's vodka. In the Lithuanian culture, vodka is a huge part of it. And drinking, it's not to drink to get drunk for us. It's more of a celebration and bring people together and way to meet people. So in Lithuania, this is actually called degtinė, which means a direct translation is like fire water. If you want to click again, many people have compared it to gasoline, lighter fluid, and nail polish remover. So yeah, it's pretty fun stuff. So if you know you're going to be attending a Lithuanian Easter, make sure you hydrate before. If you're not used to it, then it can be pretty rough. So, like I said, if you attend the Lithuanian Easter and you want to survive there, it's important to know when you can actually not turn down a drink. It can be considered rude and disrespectful. So at times, vodka cannot be turned down is when you enter the grandparents' house. This is because when you walk through the door, you're starting the day off on the right foot, and like my grandparents come and meet everybody, and you kind of take a little shot of vodka. Before, during, and after singing songs, which is kind of terrifying because, like I just told you, we love to sing songs, but it happens, which is why you're hydrating beforehand. And when you're meeting someone new, so just like when you're entering, it's a good basis for the relationship. So, in order to survive, you should also know when you can turn vodka down while you're eating. This doesn't mean when you have a plate in front of you of food. It means when you're actually chewing on food. So you'll see a lot of people just like shoving their mouth so borchas can't come around the shots. If you're holding a child and if you end up falling asleep, you can just hear it. So some strategies that'll work to avoid a shot of vodka, saying that you're pregnant. This has worked for me before, and so you find the closest child and pick them up. We have lots of little cousins running around, so you just grab one that's next to you and sorry, I can't. If you're driving, if you're at the dinner table, you can slouch back, close your eyes, and pretend you're asleep. Or you can start crying. In the Lithuanian culture, crying is kind of looked down upon. So if you do that, not only will they probably not offer you any more shots, but they probably won't really talk to you anymore. So say you're stuck in a situation, you can't think of my strategies that I taught you, some things that will absolutely not work. Saying I've had enough. In Lithuanian culture, you never have enough. We never have enough alcohol, we never have enough food, and we can never have enough babies. Claiming you're allergic. I have a gluten allergy, so from personal experience I can speak to this. I try to explain to my grandparents every time I see them that I can't eat bread and I can't drink certain things. And my grandparents just don't believe in it, they don't understand it. So every time I'm there, I just have to turn things away, so this will not work. And already having a drink in hand, my grandfather will tell you, there's a table, put it down. Alright, so I have a scenario for you guys to work on. So, Borchas is coming around saying with the tray of shots, like, oh, you want another one, you've overindulged, haven't eaten yet, and officially cannot see straight. In order to successfully avoid another shot, you should answer. So if somebody wants to answer this question for me. C. Alright, you want to go on? This is my boyfriend, this is the face he made when doing this during Easter last year. He like picked up my little cousin and was like, yeah, sorry, I can't. So now it's the egg cracking tradition. Everybody gets together 2 days before Easter and we make these eggs. So basically you just it's beeswax and you make these designs with the beeswax and then dye it and then you peel the wax off and that's how you get these. So on Easter you go to the table and everybody picks an egg out. And you go around cracking eggs with everybody, and if your egg is the one that breaks, you're out, and the last one standing is the winner, and they're the ones that are supposed to have like the best year for the rest of the year. Alright, so steps to successfully survive the cracking egg ceremony. It's rude, like I said, if you're like a guest there and you're the winner. So what I advise is that you take an egg, put it under the table and like crack it already. Find Baba and then play against her. Don't let her see that your egg is already cracked. Lose her and be like, oh, sorry. And then Baba likes you and therefore everybody else likes you. So I have another scenario. This is my mom. She goes around and says, you have to take an egg. You try to say no, but you can't. So you have to play. Prevent yourself from being ostracized from the family. You should do the following. If somebody wants to answer this. Okay. It's actually a trick question. Both B and C will work, but we're working on surviving Easter, so by offering to take another shot, you're going a step in the wrong direction, so C is the best answer. So now it's horseradish time. For Easter, the grandfathers will make horseradish from scratch every year. Yeah, most people like it, but my grandfather is getting older and older and older, so his sense of smell is getting worse. So he doesn't understand really how strong he's making it. So if you've never had it before, it'll like instantly clear your sinuses. So all the guys at the table will take their eggs and put a tablespoon of horseradish on the egg. And then you take a deep breath, be thankful that it's not vodka, and then eat that. as you can see, there's a pattern. The loser, who's the person that cries first, has to take a shot of vodka. The winner, who waits the longest to cry, gets a shot of vodka. If you want to press the space bar. All the participants have to take a shot of vodka, and if you want to press again, and the observers do too. So everybody's involved. This little warning, you don't want to throw away your eggshells. This is one of our pagan rituals. We do a lot of them during Easter, but this is one of them. You have to, everybody saves their eggshells and you break them up, put them in birdseed, and someone in the family has hens, and you feed it to the hens, and that'll ensure that they lay a lot of eggs for the next year. And then you take the other half of the eggshells and put them into the oven and burn them, and that is so we'll have an early spring and the flowers will bloom earlier. So. Any questions? So those are some like Lithuanian dancing costumes of my mom actually. Any questions?
How much vodka do you actually go through?
My boyfriend went to our Easter for the first time last year, and he said like within an hour he probably had like, they're like little shots. Like you're not supposed to do it to get drunk. That's not the idea. But he's had like 7 within an hour, and then had to back off, and then. You're there all day. You get there at 11 o'clock in the morning. You usually don't leave until 10 o'clock at night. So.
But I'm saying like how many bottles handle the vodka?
Do we have? I don't even know. I have no idea. There's lots. Yeah.
At what age did they start having kids drink?
That's interesting. With the vodka, they usually wait till you're like 20, like 19, 20. I remember my grandfather trying to offer me wine when I was like maybe 12 or 13, and my parents would have to like interject and be like, no, you can't do that. Just for them, it's a totally different culture. My family, they used to make their own alcohol in Lithuania, so when they were kids, they were like 5 and 6 years old running around just drinking it. So for them, they don't understand, but our parents kind of try to stop that. Yeah.
So then are you drinking other alcoholic beverage while doing that? So you like drinking wine all day and doing type of vodka?
I guess it's personal preference. Yeah, it's a long day, but we build up our tolerance, I guess. All right.
Okay, thanks, Aura.